Hey Andrew, hey Florence.
Hello.
Hey
Hi.
guys, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
How fabulous blouse, by the way. Great
Thank you
shoulders.
so much. Thank you. You're
Fantastic
beautiful.
shoulders.
Thank you, Florence. I
That's all right,
appreciate.
Mother.
I want to say congratulations because this movie, it's incredible. It's phenomenal. It really touched my heart so deeply. It's a
Thank
real
you.
story about real people. And I was like literally in love with this movie, like goosebumps.
Oh, thank you. Glad you enjoyed
No,
it.
please. How was that experience for you? And I want to know, what were your first impressions of each other when you met for the first time? How was that moment?
We actually haven't been asked that question.
No.
What was your first impression?
This is dangerous.
It's not dangerous. I think all the right reasons. We're very specific and big people with big opinions. So I think with any person that you meet like that, it's always like, whoa, how am I gonna navigate this? And there's a lot of sizing up. And there's a lot of like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's true.
And there's a lot of going, okay, you reacted like that in this way. Interesting. How do I feel about that? And then you know, with those big people, the reason why they are big and magnetic is because there's something powerful about them.
Definitely.
And you get to figure them out in a far more intense and special way than in real life, which has proved to be like the gift that we are talking about for the last 2 days. But it's so interesting, like thinking about
Yeah, where we
there was a time where we didn't know each other. And there was a time where this personality was meeting this personality.
Yeah.
And we didn't know anything about the heart or the head or how they would speak about things or how they would treat people. And yeah, we were talking yesterday about the first time we met for the Oscars. And I remember having this thought that, you know, in just a few months' time, I'm hopefully going to know everything about this man. I knew nothing about this man.
The first word that came to your mind when you met Andrew and Andrew about Florence, like one word to describe the other?
Bold.
Yeah, I was very impressed by him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nicest thing I've ever said.
I take bold as a compliment.
Oh, yeah, bold.
Yeah.
What about you,
Well,
Florence?
impressed because he had some really, really cool shoes on. You had some really cool, like, chunky boots.
Did I?
And I remember thinking, that's pretty impressive for a dude to
For a white guy.
wear those. And then you also
Because of
said
the
that you...
shoes.
Yeah. Well, it was everything. It was early days. After that, I wasn't so impressed.
I don't know if that's good or not.
No, I'm joking. I'm continuously and consistently
Guys,
impressed by him.
I was connecting with these characters,
Correct.
Tobias and Almut, and did you find any similarities between them and yourself in real life?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it was exciting to play. For me, a character that I actually hadn't really played required certain notes for me to play in myself that I didn't know I had access to. Like, they were quite intimidating in a way because it required a lot of quiet, internal and subtle to trust that things could be expressed without showing too much. So that was a really interesting challenge. He's someone who's introverted and less bold than I am naturally, less courageous maybe in a way, and he learns courage throughout the film, but I definitely have access to a lack of courage, and I definitely have access to a shyness and to an introversion. But as an acting challenge, for me as an actor, I tend to be afraid that I'm not doing it right, and I have to always trick myself out of trying to do it right, because when you try and do it right, you inevitably do it in a way that is wrong or less interesting than if you allow a scene to be whatever it wants to be, to get out of the way, to let the muses work, to let the creativity come through. So yeah, all of those things.